Hi guys, if you clicked on this video, chances are that you are planning to apply for the cook vocational training program in Riveria, which is opening on the 29th of August. Okay, so if you've come this far in your preparation, I believe that you've had almost everything done, almost everything ready, all your documents are ready, you've taken your English test, and you've met the minimum mark and all that. And so probably you are still struggling with the video, the motivational video. So this video is for you. Okay, so I'm going to go straight to the point. You're supposed to do a maximum 2 minutes video to answer 4 main questions. So the first one is your expectations for the training. Second one is why you intend to study in the training. The third is the challenges you think you might encounter living and studying abroad. And then the fourth point is where you dream of working. So I'm going to go straight to the expectations for the course. Okay, first of all, you want to learn the foundational culinary skills. Okay, sorry guys, you might hear a lot of sounds, but please do bear with me. I have to carry on with this video regardless. Okay, so if I talk about foundational culinary skills, what I mean by that is you should be expecting to be trained in knife skills. You should be expecting to be trained in cooking techniques. You should be expecting to be trained in baking and pastry. You should be expecting to be trained in food preparation. So all of these fall under foundational culinary skills. Okay. Then the second point that you're expecting to be trained in is food safety and sanitation. And under food safety and sanitation, you would want to look at hygiene standards. You'd want to know sanitation protocols as far as cooking is concerned. You would want to know food storage, the right temperature, to keep certain foods and all that. The third point that you would want to know, or the third expectation, is kitchen operations and management. And under that, you would want to know kitchen organization. You would want to know time management. You would want to know teamwork. You would want to know inventory management. Now, the fourth point, or the fourth expectation in this training, is menu planning and recipe development. And under that, you would want to know recipe execution. You would want to know menu creation. You would want to know costing. Now, the fifth expectation is understanding ingredients and flavors. Okay, it's not everyone that understands ingredients and flavors, so you would want to be trained in that area. So that is another expectation. That's the fifth point. So under that, you would want to have a deeper knowledge in ingredients. You would want to know about how to pair flavors. I'll leave all of these points in my description box so that if you want further details or you want more in-depth understanding of all these points that I'm listing, you get all of them. But in order not to make this video too long, I'll just leave all of these information in my description box, so you can just go in there and then have a look. All right, now the next question is, why do you want to study in this training? So for that, the first, or the basic motivation for undertaking any training is the passion for it. So you could say that you have a passion for cooking, but you should have a passion for cooking. If you don't, I don't think you would want to go into a training you don't have passion for. Okay, so your deep sense of passion for cooking is what has motivated you to want to study in the training. Also, you want to be creative in the kitchen, and that is also another motivation. That is another reason why you want to undertake that particular training. Your desire for professional skills. Obviously, we all can cook, but what makes people stand out as cooks or professional cooks is a training they have undertaken. So you would want to, you would want to have those professional skills, and then that is another motivation, okay, or another reason. So another reason is that you would want to pursue career advancement, okay, or for career ambitions, then you'd want to go into the training. Okay, so that's a very good reason. I think that generally we all want to train because we want to, improve on our status. And what better way can you improve on your status as a cook than to, pursue a professional training? So obviously, yeah, to pursue your career ambitions, you would want to go into that. So that's also another very important reason to want to train in a vocational training like that. Another reason you want to undertake such a training is to be able to understand culinary science and nutrition. Okay, so a nutritious food or a healthy food is not the same as, a delicious meal. A meal can be delicious and not necessarily be so healthy. So if you want to understand culinary science and nutrition, it is a very good reason to want to go into a training so that you know how best to put foods together to create a balanced meal. Okay, so the fourth question that you're supposed to answer in your video is what kind of job you dream of. Okay, so under that, I've got a couple of areas that I believe that as a cook or as a professional cook, you could work in, or you could put yourself into. One of them is a restaurant chef. So you could work as a chef in a restaurant. Okay, you could also be a pastry chef where you have specialized in, desserts, in pastries, in baking, and all of that. Anything regarding pastries is your specialty. Okay, so that is also another area you could go into. You could also work as a catering chef where you work for catering companies, organizing and preparing food for events such as weddings and all that. Okay, so you could also work as a private or personal chef. You could work as food service management. Guys, as I said earlier, I'm going to put all the details of all of these points in my description box so that this video is not too long. So you could work as a food writer or a food blogger, okay, where you blog about balanced diet, you blog about how to put foods together, how to put flavors together, you blog about healthy meals. In this modern day and age where technology is advanced and technology is taking over, you would want to, go into a space like that as well. So it will be a good avenue, I think. So the other thing that you talk about in your video is regarding the challenges that you could face living and studying abroad. And with that, you repeat the ones that I mentioned in my other videos, which are ensuring access to healthcare and understanding local health practices can be stressful. And then I repeat, back in my country, if you're sick, all you have to do is go to the outpatient department, go through the process and get to see a consultant or a doctor. Or better still, if it's an emergency, you walk to the emergency department and then you get seen. Unlike here in the UK, where you need to book an appointment with your GP, and that can take forever. Sometimes if they are fully booked, you have to, go on to the next, like calling 111 for advice or going into urgent care, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it all. So getting to know some of these health practices could be a bit challenging, or getting to understand the health system in general could be challenging. Another challenging thing is getting to know the local regulations. And then I repeat, some of the things that or some of the things that appear normal in where you may be coming from may not necessarily be the same in where you're going or in Finland. Okay. Also, you could be homesick. Obviously, you've moved out of your comfort zone. You've moved away from your family, probably. So homesickness could set in. I have something written down. I'm going to read to you. You can adapt it to suit whatever your reasons are for planning to undertake this particular program, or whatever your expectations are, or whatever your challenges are. Just adapt it to suit whatever you want to communicate. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to, read something that I have written down out to you. All right. So this is how I start. Hyvää päivää. I am very excited about my application to Riveria for the cook vocational training. These are my expectations. 1. To be equipped with foundational culinary skills like knife skills, cooking techniques, baking, and pastry. 2. To be trained in food safety and sanitation, including proper food storage. 3. To be trained in menu planning and recipe development. And 4. To be trained in understanding ingredients and to properly pair flavors. Regarding my reasons for this application, I have always had a deep sense of passion for cooking, which was stirred up after I joined my cousin in her catering and restaurant business. Also, I have a quest to know how to create a balanced meal which can cater to various needs and preferences, and a lot more. With regards to the challenges I may encounter, I could be homesick living in Finland all by myself. However, I am very sociable and I easily make friends in new environments. And so I find that I would be able to overcome this challenge easily. Also, I could have challenges understanding the local regulations and the health practices, as well as accessing healthcare. In relation to that, I have started to read more about local regulations in Finland. Also, the language, I believe, could pose a challenge, for which reason I have started learning it on my own. Regarding where I would like to work, I am still interested in working in a restaurant as a cook, creating more healthy meals, and also mentoring junior cooks to advance their culinary skills. I hope my application would meet your warmest consideration. Nadam Pian.